Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel LYP Home Decor. An elevation plan provides us with an idea about what the finished building will look like. Just as a floor building or a reflected ceiling plan illustrates how the building floor or the ceiling will look after the completion, the elevation plan shows the structural and the architectural details of a building. In architecture industry, the term elevation refers to the orthographic representation of the exterior sides of any building. What is elevation plan? An elevation plan or an elevation drawing is a 2D view of a building or a house seen from one side. In general, the elevation floor plan is a two-dimensional flat visual representation of one facade at its displays the height of the key features of the development about a fixed point from the ground level. In most cases, architects and builders use elevation plan to illustrate a portion of the building to get their client's approval. Number 2. In most building design planning, we use rectangular shapes in the plan, making the elevation drawing the first angle projection that illustrates all the major parts of a building in general as it's seen from one particular direction with perspective of flattered. It should be noted here that to create the elevation plan, the elevations are produced for 4 directional views: north, south, east and west. When you start making an elevation plan, you should first consider what you are looking for and what sources you currently have. As you must know, some of the elevation drawings will include the basic outline of the building, outlines for the main door, windows and garage if any, the detailed dimension and the shape of the required roof area, some important projects like eaves and pipes. Some of the most assessed elevation plan will include label datums like finished ground level and floor position. The purpose of the elevation plan. The core purpose of creating an elevation plan is to illustrate what the exterior and interior of an actual building elevation would look like when seen from the front or a particular angle. In addition to this, the elevation plan or elevation drawing serves the several other important purposes like easy construction, easy maintenance, saves resources, easy modification, easy accessibility. Number 4. Elevation plan versus floor plan. In most cases, the elevation plan and floor plan should almost alike. However, there is a huge difference between the two. Before we evaluate similarities and differences between an elevation drawing and a floor plan, let us first understand the meaning of these two drawings. As we stated in this guide, an elevation plan is a visual representation of a building's front and will include details of the front doors, windows, chimneys, and the height of the entire house from the finished ground to the roofing area. At the same time, a floor plan is a two-dimensional illustrations of room inside the house, showcasing walls, windows, and other important furniture like sofas, TV units, dining tables, and more. On one hand, when an elevation plan only reveals the front of the house, a floor plan will also go ahead and show you the entire house from bird view. Number 5. Understand the plan, elevation, and the section. While working on elevation plan or any other important building plan, you will come across the terms like plan, elevation, and the section. Most of the time, the interior designers get confused with terminology. So please take this guide as your reference to understand the meaning, similarities, and the differences between plan, elevation, and section. A plan is a visual representation on a horizontal plane and that shows a view from above in the architectural world. On the other hand, an elevation is an illustration on the vertical plane that shows a vertical depiction of building's exterior and interior. Lastly, a section drawing cuts through a space to show what lies within. Let us understand the plan, elevation, and section in much better way. The plan drawing is often used to depict the layout of a building, showing location of rooms and windows, walls, doors, and stairs. An elevation plan is a drawing from vertical plane looking straight into building facade or interior section. Section drawings are orthographic projection, meaning that they are not drawn in perceptive. There is no foreshortening. Number 6. Classification of elevation plans. Like every other building plan, an elevation plan is also divided into multiple types based on their usage and types. Some of the highly used elevation plans are used here to give you a reference about different types and their classification. Number 1. Building elevation. Building elevation means view and illustration of any building from any one of 4 sides, showing features such as construction material, design, height, type, dimension, many more. Home elevation, kitchen elevation, bathroom elevation. Classification of elevation plans: building elevation, home elevation, kitchen elevation, and bathroom elevation. Thanks for watching.